You know what nobody tells you about being the kid in the middle? That you'll spend the rest of your life doing mental math you never signed up for? Picture yourself at 8 years old, watching your dad pack a suitcase while your mom pretends to be fine in the kitchen. The air feels thick, like everyone's holding their breath, and you're supposed to just keep coloring or watching cartoons like the world isn't splitting in two. Fast forward 15 years. Now, imagine you're sitting at a coffee shop, scrolling through your phone, and you see a photo your dad posted, big smile, new wife, her kids from a previous marriage, all gathered around a birthday cake. Everyone looks happy, genuinely happy, like a stock photo of the perfect blended family. Then you call your mom that same evening. She picks up on the first ring, always does, because who else is calling? You hear the TV in the background, some game show she's probably only half watching, filling the silence of an empty house. Here's the thing nobody mentions in those well-meaning articles about divorce and co-parenting. Time doesn't heal all wounds equally. Sometimes it just redistributes them. Your dad figured out the formula, didn't he? New relationship, new routines, Sunday barbecues with a full house and noise and life happening all around him. He gets a second act, a remix of the family experience, this time with supposedly all the lessons learned. Meanwhile, your mom is living in the house you grew up in, the same one where all those old memories echo off the walls. She's got her routines too, but they're quieter ones, grocery shopping for one, cooking meals she barely eats, watching shows nobody else is there to discuss with her. What's the secret to moving on after decades together? Apparently, it helps if someone new comes along to fill the space. But what if nobody does? Now you're the grown child, stuck in this bizarre position of witnessing both timelines. You visit your dad, and it's chaos in the best way. People talking over each other, someone always needing something, the energy of a functioning household. You leave feeling exhausted, but also kind of envious of all that life. Then you visit your mom, and the contrast hits you like a wall. The house is too clean, too quiet, too obviously arranged around the schedule of one person who has too much time to think. She's excited to see you, almost too excited, and you realize you might be the main event of her week. Here's where it gets complicated, because you love them both, right? You're genuinely happy, your dad found happiness again, but there's this nagging unfairness that sits in your chest like a stone. Why does one parent get the fairy tale ending while the other gets leftover years? Is it just timing, luck? Who was willing to put themselves out there again? Or is there something darker at play, some unspoken rule that says the person who left gets to thrive while the person who stayed behind just stays behind? You start noticing things you never noticed as a kid. The way your mom's friends slowly drifted away over the years, how coupled up social circles don't quite know what to do with a single woman past a certain age, the way your dad's new family provides built-in companionship, while your mom has to actively work to avoid isolation. Some people say it's about resilience, about choosing happiness. But what if the game was rigged from the start? What if the person who jumped ship first had all the advantages, while the other was left to rebuild alone, older, with fewer options and less energy? The guilt starts creeping in too. Should you be visiting more? Should you be the one filling that void, being the companion your mom lost? But you've got your own life, your own struggles, and the weight of being someone's primary source of human connection feels impossibly heavy. Then there's the birthday parties, the holidays, the milestones. Your dad's got a whole crew to celebrate with, to share those moments with. Your mom's got you, and maybe a cousin or two, and the difference in energy is palpable, almost embarrassing. You find yourself making excuses to extend visits with your mom, even when you're tired, because leaving her alone feels like abandonment. Meanwhile, leaving your dad's house is easy. There's already noise and life continuing without you the second you walk out the door. The irony is cruel. The parent who seemingly did the leaving ended up surrounded by people. The parent who stayed ended up alone. And you're stuck in the middle, trying to balance scales that were never even to begin with. Here's what nobody prepared you for aging. Happens to both of them, but it hits differently. Your dad ages surrounded by purpose, by people who need him, by daily interactions that keep him sharp. Your mom ages in quiet rooms, and you can see how the loneliness is actually changing her, making her smaller somehow. You start wondering about the future, about who's gonna be there when things get really hard. Your dad's got a whole household, a support system. Your mom's got you, and the older you get, the more that responsibility weighs on you. So here you are, decades after that suitcase got packed, still doing math you never wanted to do. Calculating visits, balancing phone calls, trying to distribute yourself evenly between two vastly unequal situations. And the equation never quite works out. The game behind the headlines, behind every cheerful co-parenting works article, is this: someone usually wins, someone usually loses. And the kids spend their whole lives trying to referee a match that ended years ago. But the strangest part? The game's still playing, just with higher stakes and older players. And you've somehow become the most important piece on the board.